Hello, this is Grown Up Trunks. I am reviewing the Ben-Hur movie, which I saw with my grandmother. It it was really good, but she said that there was a lot of parts in it that were were shortened from the original, and there were some parts that were different. She mentioned that the celebrations and the scenes with Jesus were different in the remake and were shorter. But then again, you turn a 3 hour movie into a 2 hour movie, and that's what you get. So it's a really good movie. We had a lot of fun. We saw it in 3D. So the scene when he was on the boat and the boat was collapsing, you could see it through the perspective of the people, and you could just see the chains and everyone flying, and it was cool. So it's a good movie. It's about a rich prince, a rich Jewish prince living in the Romans start to expand their empire, and he's like, yeah, I want to make peace. And then his sister brings in some rebels, and they're injured, and he's like, okay, I'll take care of the injured kid, but please leave. I don't want any of that in my house. So his adopted brother, who joined the Roman army and has come back, says, look, I want you to make sure that our army is coming in with the emperor. We want to make sure that everything goes smoothly. So he talks to the people, and he's like, all the people are okay. Nothing's gonna happen. So what ends up happening is that the kid that he was treating for injuries steals a bow and arrow from his house and tries to shoot the emperor. So the Romans come in, seize the whole family, and the main character, Judah Ben-Hur, refuses to sell out the kid. So he's like, yeah, it was my fault, but the Romans don't care. His brother imprisons everyone, and he ends up being on a slave ship for 5 years. The ship goes down, and then he meets this guy who is played by Morgan Freeman, who takes care of horse chariot races. He bets on them, and that's how he makes his money. So he cuts a deal with him. Look, don't sell me back to the Romans. I know a lot about horses and horse races. I know that your horse is really sick. So he's like, I'll help you with your horse if you let me live. So he realizes that he helps the horse, and then he realizes that Judah is really good with racing horses. So he trains him to all the strategies, because he's good with the horse racing, but he doesn't know the strategies. So he teaches him the strategies, and then they go to the emperor and make a bet, saying, well, we're going to bet your best guy, which is his adopted brother, for the races. So if you make the bet, all past crimes will be absolved. And he makes their best guy look like a fool. So that was the whole premise of the movie. He finds out that his sister and mother are still alive but have like leprosy. So at the end, Jesus is condemned, and he gives him the water like Jesus gave him at the beginning of the movie. He said drink, and they refused to let him give Jesus the water. And then at the end, his family is cured, and it's a really good movie. My grandmother, who saw the original, liked it even though it was different. It's a really good movie. Go check it out. You're seeing it for the first time, or you've seen the original. Well, have a great day. This is Grown Up Twin signing out.